I'm Dennis Cometti. Good to be back in Docklands. Tonight we're coming to you from Etihad Stadium. I'm joined by my accomplice in primetime, Matthew Richardson.
Thanks, Den. It's great to be here.
The banners look great as the players get set to run through them. Banners ready for the players. Umpire tosses the coin. The Crows win the toss. Opening round of the AFL season, and what a match we have. One of the most eagerly anticipated matches ever. And away we go, and a wonderful bounce by the umpire. Takes possession. Hooker on the ball at the moment. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Takes that one strongly. 45 metres out. Betts going for number one. Goal for Betts. He's kicked the first goal. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Bill Chambers totally outclassed in that contest. Jacobs somehow manages to get that ball out with all those players around him. He gets above the crowd. Lobs the handball. Picture-perfect drop punt. Takes it well. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 50 metres out. A set shot on a 45-degree angle. McDonald to Woody. Hits the post. Disappointing kick there. Talia waiting to bring it back into play. Brown claims it.
Brown has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. Puts boot to ball. A good contested mark there. He gets boot to the ball. Heppel claims the ball. He gets boot to the ball. Sloan with a strong mark.
Gets boot to high. A solid mark from McGovern. Boots it. Nice hands. Sends it on its way. Atkins, the better man there. Choose to kick it. Great grab. Jams it on the boot now. Crouched in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Boots it. McGovern marks. Works it across the ground. Betts has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees. The goal for Adelaide.
Betts is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion.
The bounce is straight up and down.
Jacobs is just ridiculously consistent. I'd like to see a clanger from him for a change. When coaches have someone like him in the lineup, they can just sleep a lot easier knowing how reliable he is.
Wow, some of his hits border on felonious assault. Gets a handball away. Stewart gives the ball to the man on the run. Nice kick. Essendon only trailing by less than a goal. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Tapped by Jacobs. Hooker pummels in. Gets a handball away. Is in his possession. He receives the handball. Marks. Chips it down towards half forward. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Gets boot to leather. McDonald to Woody. The better man there. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. It was all his. Boots it. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Kelly is the heart and soul of this footy club. I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. Merritt marks it. He gets boot to the ball. He gets it under pressure.
McDonald, Tippenwoody going for number 1. That kick was gigantic. Great goal. I'm sure we'll look back and exaggerate the distance in years to come. McDonald, Tippenwoody kicks his first. Bill Chambers not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leaf out of the Karate Kid and sweep the knee. Jams it on the boot. Stewart gets the upper hand. Sends the Sharon on its way. Collier has it.
Collier's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. Fantasia with the kick. That's a nice, strong mark.
Going for goal number 2. Stewart hits a Rock Hudson-type kick. Don't see those too often. They look straight, but they're not. I would have expected him to nail that. 35 metres out. Fantasia has a shot. It's a question of accuracy. Hey, come on, that post has feelings too. It's not the score he was looking for. Talia throws it, clear as day. Here's a chance for Danaher. This is a very sharp angle, Richo. What are his chances?
Distance is not a problem. It's all about the accuracy.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Jacobs taps it. Sloan with the ball. He gets a kick out of the pack. Out of bounds near the 50. Umpire throws the ball in. First hand's important. What was he thinking? Merritt runs past and gets the ball. Spilled by Hooker. Heppel sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Sends the ball to open space. He's a ball magnet. He gives the ball away. Jams it on the boot now. It's out of bounds across the boundary on the wing. The ball has been thrown in. Jacobs wins the tap. Terrible timing by Bill Chambers. And the mark will be paid. Going for goal number 1. Lynch slots the goal. As Nelly would say, it's getting hot in here.
Lynch can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Gets a handball away. Heppel finds his man on the move. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Going for goal number 1. Hey, come on, that post has feelings too. That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
Talia is a pretty decent kick of the footy, but you can always be better. You heard the umpire. Free kick. Danaher getting into position for the kick. Danaher shoots for goal. Perfect kick. The Bombers out in front over Adelaide.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Guided by Jacobs. Sloan onto the ball. Lynch got under it. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Great grab. Jenkins with a chance if he keeps a cool head. 35 metres out. Jenkins likes his chances for goal. Gets the distance. Jenkins sinking his first goal. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Jacobs got a fist on it. Atkins gets the ball. Danaher with a big bump to Sloan. Heppel hand passes it. He gives the ball away. Good drop punt by Sloan. CROWS has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. CROWS slams it on the boot. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
Heppel has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. Heppel takes possession. Merritt plays it off to the man on the run. That's a mark. He kicks the ball. That's a nice, strong mark.
Boots it. Marked by Stewart. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Great mark under pressure. 35 metres out. Fantasia whacks one on the boot for goal. Fantasia manages to sneak it through. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. Jacobs wins the tap. Terrible timing by Danaher. Tackled, but gets the handball off. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. Here's a chance for Jenkins. Sends the Sharon on its way. A nice running mark. He takes the shot. The ball's in the air. Betts. As Nelly would say, it's getting hot in here.
Betts just got a lot of tricks in the bag, which makes him so very hard to stop. He's also got an amazing highlight reel.
Bump by Sloan. Danaher collects it. Jacobs chucks the ball away. Boots it. Stringer takes it well.
Stringer wears his heart on his sleeve and he just bleeds for this footy club. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Sending it on its way. He grabs it. Fantasia lining up with the goals. He kicks the ball.
Collier tries his luck along the ground. Smith shoots it. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. All is in readiness. A dead straight bounce. Jacobs punches. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Soccer kick. He picks it up. He just can't get out of the action. Guided by Stewart, Atkins gets the ball. Takes it well. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. Betts on the borderline of his range. Off hands. Lobs the pass. Back to Bagley. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. He kicks it. And it's through for a goal. Umpire has the ball. Ready for the centre bounce. Cleared by Jacobs. Deft touch from Jenkins. Bumped by Miller. He receives the handball. Siren soon to sound for quarter time. Stewart kicks it. A solid mark from Fantasia. Boots it. Here's Richo with his stat. And we go for quarter number 2.
There are only two options regarding commitment. You're either in or out. There is no such thing as footy in between.
McKay gets the tap. Jacobs gathers. Sends it into the open paddock. Handballs to the running man. CROWS handball short. CROWS gets the goal with an ambitious kick. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Tapped by Jacobs. A short handball. Merritt bumped. Bill Chambers pummels in. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway. Stringer takes the mark. Jams it on the boot now. McDonald, Tippenwoody. Soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. Good mark by Fantasia. 35 metres out. A chance right here to wrest back the lead. Essendon on top. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
Jacobs can really set the tone of the game with his ruck work. He just always gives his team first use of the ball. Passes by hand. Missed his target by hand. The loose ball is collected. Merritt blocks it. He receives the ball. Head down, going for goal. Collier watching the ball. Collier with a long goal.
All is in readiness. Great bounce. Jacobs with the punch. Jenkins bumps. The ball is smothered. Takes that one strongly. He's a long way from home, but he's a chance. Off by a matter of centimetres. Disappointing kick there. Able to grab it on the half volley. Kicks hurriedly. Walker setting his sights on the goals. Almost in the bag from this position, you would think. Going for goal number 1. Goal to Adelaide. The first goal for Walker.
Walker puts on his kicking boots and instantly has the ability to win a game off his own boot.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Picture perfect drop punt. And the mark will be paid.
Gleeson is really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. McGrath with good strong hands. He slams that on the boot. Crouch marks it. He slams that on the boot. That's a mark. He lines it up with the goal. Jacobs kicks it. Just wasn't able to grab it cleanly. Bagley being penalised there.
Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. Testing shot outside the 50. 30 metres out. Adelaide will be hoping this one sails through. It'll give them the lead. Umpire has the ball. Ready for the centre bounce. Jacobs with a big fist on it. Lobs the handball. Slams it on the boot. McDonald, Tippenwoody has it. Probing kick inside the 50. 50 metres from home. Collier launches one towards goal. Oh, no, we've got nothing but sympathy for a man who doesn't score. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. 25 metres out. Smith going for the impossible shot. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
Jacobs, just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Goddard drops the ball. He hand passes it. Even under extreme pressure, he's got the handball out. Knight dishes it off to the running man. That's a goal. Adelaide on top.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Huge leap. Handballs from the tackle. CROWS bumped off the ball. Great mark under pressure.
Atkins may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. Booker marks the ball. He kicks the ball. Bell Chambers with the ball. He slams that on the boot. Great hands.
Puts boot to ball. He wins the contest. Stewart might struggle for this distance. Essendon with bated breath, hoping this shot floats through the tall uprights. The lead is easily in reach for Essendon. I would have expected him to nail that.
Talia is one of the most astute decision makers in the game. Footy is becoming more and more a thinking game, and you can't be out there purely on physical ability. He's a great asset to his club. Stewart slams the ball to his boot. Fantasia, just the better man in that contest.
25 metres out. A goal here will put them in front. Chalk up a goal for Essendon. 3 goals and a fine display from Fantasia. The Bombers goes back into the lead. Claimed by Jacobs. Bumped by Heppel. Quick hands find the running player. His mistake costs him a possession. Ball up in the centre square. Jacobs decisively. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. CROWS decisively. He gains possession. He gains possession. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Betts setting his sights on the goals. 50 metres out. Bumps the pigskin. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. A chance right here to wrest back the lead. A solid mark from Miles. Bumps the pigskin. Marked by Crouch.
Crouch has some potential, and he'll really be able to unlock that potential if he has some continuous effort. He kicks the ball. Good mark. Dishes it off to the running player. Jacobs gets cleaned up. Merritt gets a favourable bounce.
Chip kick along the wing. Hands like dinner plates. Chip kick along the wing. Marked by Collier. Slams it on the boot. Takes that one strongly. McDonald to Woody. Will need to pull something special out here. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? A 1-goal lead for Essendon. It's not the score he was looking for.
Talia is a great kick, and if he can maintain that accuracy under pressure, he'll elevate to the elite category. That's a great goal.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Guided by Jacobs. He's got the football now. Gets the loose ball. Tapped by Miller. Good tap from Bill Chambers. Heppel decisively. The umpire allows play to continue. Handballs from the tackle. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. Fantasia likes his chances for goal. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun. 4 goals to Fantasia. Talia didn't even get close to that tap. Sends it on its way. McKay has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. The ball is thumped towards goal by Crouch. A goal for the Crows. The Crows won't be happy to see that scoreboard. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce straight down. Hit by Danaher. Good tap from Stewart. Cleanly picked up. Atkins bumped off the ball. String it decisively. Lucky bounce collected. A great effort.
When the forwards are marking the ball so cleanly inside 50 like they are now, It must give Essendon a lot of confidence, especially when the pressure is on. He takes a strong mark. He kicks the ball. He grabs it. Atkins puts his boot on it. It's a mark.
Low spearing kick. McGovern looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. He boots it. McGovern. That's 2 in a row for the Crows. Adelaide trailing, but they can still easily catch up from here. Clean tap by Talia. Bounces favourably for Danaher. McKay puts it on the boot. Knight takes the mark. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Pumps the ball. What a strong mark. Kicks it across the ground. What a mark. This will square it up. Goal. Betts leaving no room in the record now. He's on a goal-kicking streak. The Ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. Bounce goes the ball. Danaher nicely outclassing Talia. The ball comes loose as he's taken down by Miller. Laird is good at wheeling around. It'd be hard to play on a velodrome. Has it now. Collected by Hooker. The ball's come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine. McGovern sinks the long kick. The Crows lead. A goal the difference. The Ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. Here we go. Talia not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leaf out of the Karate Kid and sweep the knee. Richo. The players have been down to the rooms now and they would have had some treatment, a talk from the coach, and should be ready for another half of football. I know we are.
If you have everything under control, you're not moving fast enough.
Fantasia lines it up, gets boot to high. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Smith launches one towards goal. Goal for goal now. The Ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. Great bounce.
Jacobs is very loyal, but it's not that hard when you're doing what you love. Zaharakis giving away a free. Jacobs puts his boot on it. Heppel with the mark. He kicks the ball. No one around troubling him there. Bellchambers boots it. He marks the ball.
Jams it on the boot now. Stewart presents and takes the mark. A long way out. A chance to add one more to his tally. Off by a matter of centimetres. The Bombers by a point. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees. That's 2 in a row for the Bombers. The Bombers by 7 points. All is in readiness. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Jacobs aims for his man on the ground. The ball is smothered. Dishes it off by hand. Kelly there to mop it up. Collier throws the ball. Free kick. Smith puts it on the boot. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
Crouch will take every opportunity to take a screamer when a step ladder presents itself. Gleeson kicks the ball. Great move to be able to work into an uncontested position. He boots it. The mark will be paid.
Kicks to the square. Nice hands.
Jacobs boots it. Heppel takes a contested mark.
Chooses to kick it. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Stringett marks. Gets boot to leather. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Merritt has got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. Jacobs kicks it. Crouch, just the better man in that contest. He slams that on the boot. That's a mark. Lynch lines up.
Slams it on the boot. Marked by Betts. 45 metres out. Puts boot to ball. He wins the contest. Jenkins shoots. That ball's travelling. He kicks it gun barrel straight. We'll be happy with goal number 2. The Crows, no time to drop off. Less than a kick the difference.
Jenkins is a first-class decision maker. He appears relatively unhurried when under pressure and constantly finds the best option in heavy traffic. What a great skill.
He scores, he scores, he scores. What an absolute classic. Jenkins happy. All is in readiness. The bounce is straight up and down. Jacobs knocks it down the field. Atkins keeps it alive with a foot. Heppel taps. He picks up the loose ball. Is in his possession. This will put Adelaide in front. Crouch skims the woodwork for a point. We're all tied up now. He'll be disappointed with that effort. There could be a short option here. Hurley playing on out of the goal square. Sends it on its way. Marked by Goddard. Sends the Sharon on its way. Merritt grabs that one. Bumps the pigskin. A solid mark from Jenkins. Oh, he's given that to up an almighty thump. McKay presents and takes the mark.
McKay is incredibly competitive, and you can count on the fact that if he makes a mistake, apart from being dirty on himself, you won't see another one for a long, long time. He marks the ball. Lynch lining up with the goals.
He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. Nice work from Lynch. That's his third. He's doing his job out there. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce straight down. Knocks it down in front. Deft touch from Jenkins. Deft touch from Merritt. Hooker aims for his man on the ground. Deft touch from Myers. He gathers the loose ball. Good mark by Goddard.
Goddard has a lot of passion for this game. You can see it every time he steps onto the field. He's an inspiration to all players around him. Smith with great hands. Sending it on its way. Crouch marks the ball. He kicks the ball. He takes a strong mark.
Jenkins kicks it. Betts grabs that one. He's a long way from home, but he's a chance. Wins the hardball. Knight just gauging which way that wind is blowing. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. Scoops up the ball. Tackle, but gets the handball off. Nice mark under pressure. Goddard takes a low stab kick. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Jacobs keeping it low. Nice work from Knight. Jams it on the boot now. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. McGrath intercepts the bouncing ball. He's got the football now. Boots it. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Jacobs boots it. Hooker has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark.
Hooker has no problems mopping up the loose ball. Mistakes are rare for him. He kicks the ball. Kept his composure then. Sending it on its way. Hardigan with a strong mark. He kicks the ball. It's a mark.
Sloan slams it on the boot. Crouch takes the mark. Puts boot to ball. Great grab. Gleason slams it on the boot. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Jams it on the boot now. Stewart thumps the ball for goal. The loose ball, scooped up, is in his possession. They've conceded possession. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Bumps the pigskin. Heppel marks on the run.
Heppel wears his heart on his sleeve and he just bleeds for this footy club. Bellchambers with the kick. Smith, just the better man in that contest. He kicks the ball. Really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent. He marks the ball.
Handballs. Boots it. Moves it quickly by hand. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Sends it on its way. The mark is taken by McGrath.
McGrath is really starting to get into the right positions on the ground. Sending it on its way. The mark will be paid. Heppel kicks the ball. Good mark.
Puts boot to ball. Nice hands. A rushed kick. A big run to take that mark. Kicks it. Stewart presents and takes the mark. It's a nice piece of that one. Great hands. Fantasia. Fantasia. Goal number 6. He's really putting on a show today.
Fantasia. He's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often.
Jacobs directs it down. Hooker with the mighty fist. Clean tap by Stewart. The loose ball scooped up, guided by Jacobs. Stewart trying to strangle him with that tackle. Sloan with the kick. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
Crouch, just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. He kicks the ball. Crouch with good strong hands. Puts boot to ball. Strong mark there.
45 metres out. An ideal position to be kicking from. Talia. Adelaide lead. A goal the difference. That replay shows just how good that goal was. Talia with the goal, and he runs back into position. All is in readiness. Good bounce. Jacobs gets onto the ball. Sloan with a big bump to Bill Chambers. With the ball now. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richard.
Yes, he's giving 100% right now. He clears the ball. Hooker kicks it. He taps it. Stewart gets the ball. Goddard kicks it. Kelly gathers it. McDonald, Tip and Woody steps his way out of the tackle. Smith with the spoil. Approaching home now. Smith gathers it. Collier gets the free.
Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Collier might struggle for this distance. Kicking from 1 quarter to play.
It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up.
Jacobs punches. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway. Jenkins again, Richard.
I can't believe it, Dennis. He just keeps surprising us up here in the commentary box.
Yet another possession. They've conceded possession. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Intercept by Crouch. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Kicks it. Crouch gets the upper hand.
Crouch is really starting to get into the right positions on the ground. He kicks the ball. Hooker marks the ball. He kicks the ball. Sloan marks it. Sending it on its way. It's a mark.
Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. Jams it on the boot now. Jenkins looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Jenkins shoots for goal. He kicks it gun barrel straight. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Hit by Jacobs. Gets a handball away. Kicked by Jenkins. The ball goes over the line. The ball is coming back into play. Bill Chambers totally outclassed in that contest. Merritt somehow manages to get that ball out with all those players around him. Certainly that was not a hand pass. The umpire thinks the same and awards the free. Great mark. Slams it on the boot. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Crouch sends the ball on its way. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. Testing shot outside the 50. A set shot on a 45-degree angle. Walker bumped off the ball. Superb handball. Takes that one strongly. Jams it on the boot now. Bill Chambers claims the ball. Chips it down towards half forward. Opportunity for Stewart. Puts boot to ball. Marks.
Brown. He's got all the makings required to become a great servant of this football club. I reckon he could become a 200-game player. Gibbs marks the ball. He kicks the ball. A good contested mark there. He gets boot to the ball. Good mark.
Atkins sends one up towards the wing. He wins the contest.
Merritt slams the ball to his boot. Really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent.
He shouldn't have bothered. Intercept by Stewart. He picked it up off the ground. Yet another possession. 35 metres out. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. There's the peg. 45 metres out. Fantasia going for number 7. He'll be happy with that. Every time he gets the ball now, you'll expect the same result. Straightened to go. Bounce straight down. Guided down nicely by Jacobs. Kicks it. Jacobs gets the upper hand.
Jacobs seems like he's enjoying his footy. I think he's going to be around for a long time. And the ball goes out of play. The umpire wants to throw it in. Jacobs gets onto the ball. Heppel takes possession. Merritt dishes it off to the running man. Laird cuts off the ball. Atkins gets the ball. Bellchambers blocks it. He boots it.
The loose ball picked up by Sard. Ball up on the outer side wing. Jacobs hits it. He controls the bouncing ball. Scoops up the ball. Sloan swoops on the loose ball and will have a change of possession. The kick just clears the line for a goal. 3 goals in a fine display from McGovern. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The ball has been bounced. Jacobs gets the tap. He's got the footy in his hands. Heppel just stopping for a quick dance. There'll be a ball up in the centre square.
Jacobs with the spoil. Even under extreme pressure, he's got the handball out. He slams that on the boot. It's a mark. He lines it up with the goal. Puts boot to ball. Betts with the ball.
45 metres out. Going for goal number 6. Adelaide had one to their tally. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Jacobs with the hit. The bouncing ball is controlled. Gains possession. He's had lots of touches this match. A solid mark from Collier.
Collier has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. Stewart kicks for goal. That's a great goal.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Danaher gets the tap. Able to grab it on the half volley. The ball was thrown. Free kick for Crouch. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. McGovern claims the ball. Chips it down towards half forward. Nice work from Betts. The 45-degree shot is not too hard. He just has to keep his cool. That was a long kick for goal. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. And there's the bounce. Punch by Jacobs. That was a gutsy effort. Jenkins sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Goddard wins the marking contest.
Goddard is incredibly competitive, and you can count on the fact that if he makes a mistake, apart from being dirty on himself, you won't see another one for a long, long time. McGrath marks the ball. He boots it. Heppel with a strong mark.
Heppel sends one up towards the wing. Marks. Looks like he panicked there. Great grab. Handball short. Crouch with the pickup. He receives the handball. Boots it. Pointless attempt by McKay. Sends the Sharon on its way. Good mark on the run. Jams it on the boot now. Almost a mark, but it bounces off his chest. Jacobs gets the interception on the bounce. Clean tap by Betts. McGrath looking like a Manchester United player. Merritt, I have no idea how you managed to get that out. He gives the ball away. Sloan with a low spearing kick. Advantage. This will certainly test him from this distance. Betts shoots it. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? Adelaide up by 4 goals.
Betts shown a lot of character with his recent performances.
Talia leave the pinatas for the kids. With the ball now. Scoops up the ball. Goddard onto the ball. Approaching the goals now. Sloan looking to make them pay for that turnover. With the ball now. McDonald, Tippenwoody slams the ball onto his boot, trying to get it away as quickly as possible. Tap by McDonald, Tippenwoody. The umpire will ball it up. Huge leap. Lucky bounce collected. Clean tap by Brown. Has it now. Oh, Sloan. Hartigan Pert. Richo, what does it look like to you?
He won't be coming back after that injury, that's for sure. McGovern is the heart and soul of this footy club. I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. Goddard marks it. He gets boot to the ball. That's a mark. McGrath slams the ball to his boot.
Nice drop punt. Strong mark by Crouch. Choose to kick it. Strong mark by Talia. Stabs the ball. The mark is taken by Gibbs. Sends the ball inside his attacking 50. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. Lynch going for number 4. Walker marks it. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. The Crows get a goal. The lead has been increased. All is in readiness. Great bounce. Tapped by Danaher. Dishes it off by hand. Squeezes out a handball. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Talia wins the tap. Terrible timing by Danaher. Chips it down towards half forward. A good mark under the circumstances. Lynch launches one towards goal. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. Lynch with his 4th. He's certainly playing well. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. More bounce than a dodgy check. Danaher really gets onto this one. Gibbs has the ball.